seat, then I'll stand. It's too low. Welcome to Game 4 of this Australian Mixed Ultimate Championships here in beautiful Nelson Bay. My name is Phil Shields and I'm joined...
Hello, my name's Richard Harris.
So, the ULTI.TV team that is bringing you today's, tomorrow's and the live stream the day after, comprised of Rex, myself, Richard today, Katie, Jay, and held down by the good captainship of Mr. Mike. As we have the first pull from the Sunflowers towards Ellipsis. So Sunflowers putting on an immediate zone. Quite an eclectic team. Just been put together. When I say just been put together, they've probably been around since, let's say 2019-ish. And they hail from the sunny town of Sunflowerville.
Annie Longley there putting up a big shot and gets Ellipsis their first point. Worked its way into roll off Dinkelberg. Ellipsis 1, Sunflowers 0. And yes, the high vis of the Sunflowers, very easy to recognize for everyone who's watching on at home. I've walked past the sidelines a couple of times. They've got some very good spirit, a large drum nearby. It's been very entertaining to watch. Annie Longley there with a nice put deep. And good follow through at Dinkelberg.
So Ellipsis hailing from Melbourne. Ellipsis mixed team formed in 2021. The women's team founded 2016. Men's team 2019. Seeded 12th in this tournament, and Sunflowers seeded 7th. So this should be another interesting game, I think, Richard.
Indeed, indeed. Just had an upset in the last game. If you haven't seen it, I recommend everyone watch it. It was great fun. That was a Grimoire there with the pull. Comes back inside. But we've got a call.
Now, I definitely missed what happened there. It was a foul pull, I think, so foul. Offside pull.
Back to the brick mark we go. Sunflowers just working it up the flank to start. It's a nice deep shot. Well defended there by Dinkelberg once again, getting involved in the game very early. It was worth the shot. Probably about a 2-on-2 contest there. Let's just reset. Another deep shot here. Well taken. And a follow through. Good score, Ellipsis. They're up 2. Well, they've got the momentum to start. With the turn, they were back deep in their own half. And a great shot up the flank. Back inside. With an easy put. Good score. So Ellipsis with a deep pull to start us off this time. So we try and work out who's who on the number sheet. Sunflowers will bring it up from about 3/4 of the way down the field. Nice throw across to Ortega, that is. She'll look about. Comes back inside, finds Medic. Back inside to Duncan. From the centre of the field, over halfway. Looking deep, can't find anyone. Goes left flank to Field. And Field back into the centre there. A couple of options presenting themselves, but just can't find Duncan there. That's immediate counter-attack here from Ellipsis. And thrown straight in. And
we need someone to do this. Yeah, can you get someone to do this?
Lewis, can you do this?
Ellipsis go up 3-zip. It's a heck of a momentum to start. They're doing a great job. So a heck of a momentum strikes to begin. Sunflowers have had opportunities there. They just can't make their way through and can't retain possession. Once they get a hold of this game, should be going well. Ellipsis aren't providing huge amounts of pressure, but it's just small unforced errors that are going to need to be corrected. And Reeves there with the disc, who scored earlier. Brings it in. It's a nice pull. But again, offside call on the pull. So we brought back to the brick mark. There's a couple of these minor issues that you should be sorting out this early in the tournament.
No way of fixing that problem.
And it's a little floater to Howard there. Catches off the bootlace and goes deep, 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 deep. Contest in the end zone, and it's well scouted out there by Weimer, I believe. So Ellipsis is looking to move it on quickly, really press this advantage. And Reeves there sitting wide open in the centre, just couldn't be found. So that, what a return strike. Whoa, jumped too soon. I was about to say excellent defence there, but James Fox comes down with it just by seeing in the end zone. Oh, got a discussion. Goal. Okay, cool. It's a goal. Sunflowers score there first. Ellipsis 3, Sunflowers 1. So, big huck immediately. You'll always love to see that. That's a good turn of momentum whenever you see it. Fox comes down with it. It was a good bit by Dinkelberg, who was sure he had it, but just jumps a bit too soonish. As young Max Howden discussing offsides at the pull. It's one of the major problems that Ellipsis will have to fix in the rest of this game. So Sunflowers will have a shot this time around. But they've stemmed the tide now. We'll have an opportunity to come back strong. Just waiting for the signal. Whoop. Almost given. A brief shot of a hand, which came down fast. And the pull is high, very, very high. It slides down beautifully and takes a hefty bounce. The zone is the call from the sideline. As Ellipsis start working their way through the centre. Nice switch out to the outside. Batista now. Ah, just a drop there. Jake Wilson. Just, I think, just thinking about moving the disc on too quickly. And Sunflowers now with a great opportunity to make it 3-2. Thomas Duncan to bring it in. Swings it right. Wide open player. Well found. Up the Sunnies is the call from the sideline. 3-2 score. Matthews Hunter there with the assist. And we've got a game on our hands.
We do.
So it's well stacked after the defense. It's just well split off. Nothing to complain about. Great move. Duncan there finding a dump off of Matthews Hunter. and saw a wide open option. Co 33. I've been searching on my sheet for that for the last 35 seconds. Well done, Co. So Sunflowers 2, Ellipsis 3. Still early on in the game. But to come back 2 points after going 3 down, it's not a bad shout.
That's pretty good, I think. Fun fact about the Sunflowers, we know they come from Sunflowerville, but they made their own uniforms. And if you look at the numbers, they had a limited number of stencils they could use. So they've got a limited number of numbers that they can actually put on their roster. So you can work out which are the missing stencil numbers.
Exactly. Feel free to add them in the comments if you find them.
So Ellipsis work their way down the field.
Well taken.
And that's taken in the end by Thompson.
And Sue, who was making up, he was being given a talking to earlier about, he was one of the players who kept switching offsides at the pool, making up for it there with a lovely assist. It's a well positioned, saw the open player, lovely forehand. Perfect amount of hang time, makes it easy for the receiver. Well done, Ellipsis, 4-2. So we've just had the Ellipsis offense coming fast, praising the great talk on the field. And the pool just holds up hard in the wind, gets a nice roll on it, gives an extra 5 metres, but...
Medic looking to centre it, goes inbound. Fluoro colours standing out on the field. That's a nice one down the field, but doesn't see anyone. Maybe Medic caused the target.
I'll take it was pretty close as well, but it just was too low for either to take.
Wilson picks it up. Comes along close to the near sideline. Wilson.
Longley there. Looks outside. Great find. Great bid and great take.
Nice diving effort.
And
another one, back to back. That one's a bit high. Sometimes those low to high ones can be a bit hard to pull down.
Reeves with a nice attempt, but couldn't bring it in. High hammer to start us off. You love to see it. Finds Medic.
Fakes the scuba. Puts it long. A couple of options there. They just need to read it. Oh, leaves it for Duncan to catch in the end.
Daisy Medic. Technically great boxing outplay. That's what I'll say. Got in position. Kept the defenders out of the zone. And made an easy catch.
I think we'll go with that.
But I mean, what a hammer to start.
So 4-3, just 1 point in it. I think we're going to have a tight one, a close one on our hands.
Well, Ellipsis start off incredibly hot. Whenever you start with 3 straight points of momentum, it's always demoralising generally for your opponents.
Yeah.
And it can turn 3 points to nil at the start, can easily turn to a run of 5 or 6. The fact that Sunflowers came up with a couple of great defensive plays, turned it around as quickly as they did, is to be admired.
Howard with the pull. Wind picks up a bit. Wasn't too sure if that touched her on the foot or not, but Van Grimoire comes away with it.
Some heavy gusts there. Grimoire now back in the centre, looking for an option. It's a nice swing outside.
Oh, that one's going high. Probably might beat them all, but there's a late comer to the party. And that's in the form of Dinkelberg, but he couldn't track that one down in the end either.
It's a nice idea by Halsey. It's essentially a two-person shout, but just need to be slightly shorter. So it's turned into a very gusty day here. The wind's died down again, but these gusts will be pushing the disc around when they do hit.
It's a nice inside break there.
Gabby Field with a nice catch.
Wants the huck. In the hands of Field, goes back to Medic. Nothing happening at the moment. Howard's the relief valve. Nice slash cut there also by Matthews Hunter.
Nice good pick up by Ko there.
Oh, look at that.
It was a nice bid.
It's just still in play. We've got a free player. He doesn't realise it. Probably could have cut to the end zone then. That's okay.
It's always tough to recover when you get contact at the legs like
Matthews
that.
Hunter looking for something easier on the flick side.
Holds up perfectly in the wind. Great score.
Yeah, there's a wind assist there. The dive was low. The disc went low to high. Goal is scored.
Field just checking in on his opponent. Hopefully just a cramp.
Looks just a cramp from here.
It was good disc movement, and it was a great bid there by Dinkelberg. Matthews Lewis just waiting. Sees the option. A nice bid. But it's played well. Throw and run to the breeze for an easy take. But you miss every shot you don't take.
It's true. 100% of them.
So even game. Props to the Sunflowers. It's been a fantastic comeback. Ellipsis just discussing who's going to be on their line this time around. And Sunflowers discussing how they get a turn. So the wind's swirling from all sorts of angles from the bottom to the top of your screens. And the pool's held up beautifully. Slides the end zone. Ellipsis with some quick movement, try and get some platform, start off a good offense. Annie Longley just can't corral it there.
As the wind pushes that one into the ground.
She got herself in as good a position as she could. Oh, it's a beautiful throw.
Oh, makes a meal out of it.
That was an assist-worthy throw there. So Weimer will be resetting from his end zone right in the corner. A dangerous position for any player. Well taken.
That's a bit of a worm burner there by Ellipsis into the ground straight away.
They cut through the zone. They were just trying to look it on a bit too quickly as we've got a very, very deep shot here. Great defense.
Yeah, good defense. Would have preferred a catch in that one rather than a push away.
I think Sue was confident that he was the only, his direct matchup was the only player who was able to grab it. But if you can take that catch and you can turn it around quickly, potential for a break.
There's a big high put, but that's got a lot of hang time. Oh, over the top. Strong grab by Ellipsis.
We've got players all over here.
Few options, but
what a take!
Well run down there. That was not too sure who got that one in the end, but great run down.
Martin, I believe. Assist from Longley. And in the end, it ended up being a fantastic put. I was sure that was out the back of the end zone. Ellipsis go up 5-4. As we have the youngest member of Ellipsis celebrating. Great forehand deep, but ended up being a heavy contest. Applause for Longley. She did have essentially 3 options ready to go. That was a great track down by Martin.
Ellipsis with the pull. I think that could just come out, and it does. The Sunflowers decide to take a brick.
The field position starting off in the middle is that much better. It's essentially went out the same position, just on the sideline. As we begin the drumming from the Sunflower camp.
And Matthews Hunter wants to put that one long, and that's a convincing D as well. By Hanrahan.
Weimer. A bit back and forward to start.
Ellipsis swinger on the near side now.
Oh, well D'd there. Ko gets up. And the turn will enable Sunflowers to have a shot at the end zone. Set up a stack. Slowly, intently walked out by Howard. He'll look deep for Ko to start off, and it's a great grab.
Yeah, very nice.
Five all. It's not been your traditional tie game. Changing wins, big swings and scores.
Got a feeling this could be our first close game of the match. Game of the day, sorry.
I didn't see the first two. I was busy driving here. But it's always nice to see a close game on a stream.
Close games are very exciting.
Ortega, not Ko, my apologies. It's these. I love the numbers, I do. But in terms of vision from a distance, I just can't narrow it down. It's when you think the 8's a 3.
Could be worse. They could have given us the wrong numbers.
No comment there.
Yeah. Hint, hint, Ellipsis.
Listen, they have had... They got 3 numbers correct. No, I take that back. 4 numbers correct. A forehand pull gets us underway.
That one's going to just land
Inside.
in. Just skims it. That's in.
Floats and down.
Call is to trap them. Could quite easily happen. Wind is coming towards the camera position. It gives them an easy throw inside as they put on a bit of a return zone by the looks of it. Definitely a return zone. And If you're going to do the return zone, you need to make sure it's forced inwards. Bit of a double team happening.
Oh.
Two Ellipsis players running through each other caused that mix up.
Almost a collision. There was a Sunflowers player in there as well.
The Sunflowers bring it through the middle through Benet. And on to Duncan. Duncan
Goes
wants
deep.
to go long.
Looking for Fox. Well boxed
Big
and well
Fox.
taken. What's the call from the sideline judge?
Definitely in. You see the two hands up there.
Oh, love it.
We have a great score by the Sunflowers. The Sunflower F's on the sideline will be very happy with that one.
Great vision, seeing the opportunity deep. And in the end, despite the fact that Fox held himself up, didn't see the disc being thrown, was able to adjust very, very quickly. So big throw there from Duncan. Fox turns around, grabs side of the disc being thrown, tracks it down all the way, eyes on it. Good goal. Sunflowers 6, Ellipsis 5.
Sunflower seeded 7th, Ellipsis seeded 12th. Ellipsis doing quite well to maintain that lead for as long as they have, given the seedings. They are only rough seedings though.
So Reeves now with the disc, goes to Sue. Oh, wobbly all throw.
Sunflower steal.
Howard looking for options.
Couple of opens.
Finds Coe. Goes back. Della. Back into the centre. Howard running through. Looking for an opportunity deep. Can't find anything. Couple of nice cuts on the right, but they're well defended.
Still count. Inside break. Low inside break. You have to dive for this one.
What a take!
He gets it.
Aiden Howard take a bow.
Sunflowers on the rise.
He was central on that play the whole way down. Good support from his team. Coe, Della, heck of a lot of options, but Aiden Howard. Throws it under and then immediately runs straight for the point. Great diving catch to finish it off.
Sunflowers looking to score this point so they can take half.
Indeed. And if they follow up their discs like that, I put good money on them. High quality stuff there as we get a closer look in. Aiden Howard right there. Ooh, bubble at the end there. Secured.
Oh,
diving throw.
saw that D coming a mile away.
A little bit too much telegraphed into the throw there.
He had a lot of momentum on his run already. Just saw the eyes, glint in the eyes, knew who she wanted.
So Thomas Duncan. Oh, it's always going to be a difficult throw, that one. And it's going to be immediately turned. Weimer.
And it's going to be a long put. No, there isn't. I thought there might be. It's going to continue a small give go in the middle there. They can work this one up the field. And that's given the score.
So great through the hands there by Dinkelberg and Weimer. And just created the opportunities down deep. We have another look at this great D. just scouted out from a mile away. Saw the cut from Longley and just started running. A series of 1-2s down that far sideline. Gives the opportunity inside. And well caught and jumped into the end zone.
So Ellipsis haven't given up on this half just yet. Crimwell with a pull. Gets a bit of run up.
No offsides is the call from the sideline, and there certainly weren't any. So the Sunflowersville Sunflowers set up deep in their own half. A couple of small switches, well corralled by Howard.
Lots of cuts coming from the deep from the Sunflowers. Using a lot of energy. That one's going long.
Della with a great find. Finds Ortega deep. And that'll be half. Sunflowers go up 8-6.
So I believe we've got a half-time show. We don't know if we'll get that in with all the highlights we've got here, but stay tuned, stay with us. We'll be back after these highlights and a short break.
Bichon picks up, and they've got a short field.
Is a combined national calendar something that you'd be in support of?
I think definitely, depending upon the format that it takes. I think an off-season is really critical for player injury prevention and then also for development of youth players and development players. But I think it's important that we consider the format that it's going to take.
Fantastic. So what changes do you personally want to see the AFDA make, and why?
I would be a fan of including the off-season, like I said, but in a way where we'd have an extended AMUC AUC season where the two tournaments aren't played at the same time, but potentially 8 weeks, approximately 2 months apart. So players could feasibly play in both. They would be training for potentially both during the pre-season. Then they would compete in either AMUC or AUC, whichever is held first, and then have 8-week period to recover from injuries and then focus on the next tournament and then play that one. And have potentially a 4 or 5 month off season while still being able to feasibly play both. I have seen this modelled in Europe, and I think it's quite effective for having athletes able to play in both different tournaments.
And why is it important that everyone gets involved in the process and has a say in this national calendar review?
I think everyone, regardless of where they are in their Frisbee journey, if they're playing local league, if they're playing up to the elite level, I think it's really important that they get involved in the program and in the review, because I think often we can prioritise elite athletes, which is really important, but I think it's important that everyone gets to say, regardless of where you are, and even if you're not participating in these tournaments currently, potentially why aren't you participating, and why would you like to see things different in the future?
So we're back. No, we're not.
Backish. Watching the highlights.
Okay, so we're back now with Ellipsis trailing Sunflowers 6-8. Grimoire with the pull goes downfield. Sunflowers pick it up.
It's Della who starts us off. Back to Howard. Howard looking for a shot. He's got Della running down deep.
He had nothing but eyes for that deep end zone since he got that disc in his hand. He was not going to give that up. Grimoire wants a quick turn. Straight up force by the Sunflowers.
Dinkelberg there, hands it off to Ghost. All the way back to Grimoire with a great switch. It's a good effort by Ortega to try and snuff it out.
Got Dignam down this sideline who wants it coming down here. That's a great grab there. That's to Hanrahan. Oh, one-handed grab. That's not going to do it. So that's a drop by Ghost.
Della was providing pressure on the mark, but you just need to corral those.
So Della picks it up over the top, out the back, looking for Medic, and the sideline beats him.
Yeah, good awareness of the feet. Just couldn't hold it in.
Grimoire take 3.
It's a good switch to start us off. Oh, well taken, despite the fall. Dinkelberg looking back inside, looking back outside. Switches across the Grimoire. Goes over the top to Hanrahan. We might have a break on here. Ends up going short to Sue, who looks deep for Dinkelberg.
Across the field.
Dignam's there. Taken.
Dignam's been waiting on this sideline all point for that.
Backwards and forwards, running up and down essentially a massive sideline vertical stack the entire time. That's well worked there by Ellipsis. That all starts from this setup. Maybe not that setup, but as soon as they found some space down the right, Hanrahan over the top. There's just a couple more throws and straight across. And well respected there by Dinkelberg. He could have gone up and tried to make a play on it. Didn't. Leaving it straight for Dignam and the easy score. So Sunflowers 8, Ellipsis 7. The best halftime score one could have hoped for.
Ellipsis, Wilson with the pull.
It's a nice deep one. Falls safely. And Matthews Hunter. So Ko now with the disc. Right hand side. Well defended. Couldn't find Mitchell Field.
Reeves comes in with the D.
And Bradley Reeves was really key in those first 3 points that Ellipsis had to start the game.
Wilson brings it in to play quickly. It's a low and easily defended disc.
Bit of a wobble into double coverage. Well taken there by DeBell. Looks downfield. Rachel Coe's making a deep cut. Found Matthews Hunter short. Central again.
Wind picks up. That's a good take in the end.
Gust really kicked in to make Field's catch much more difficult than it should have been. That's a great throw. Thomas Duncan, I believe, in the end zone there. The score, Sunflowers go up 9-7. As he takes a bow and drops a disc. So this great take there by Field. Gus came up right as the disc got to her. There was Matthews Hunter, my apologies. Too many nines.
Yes. What I found interesting from this play was the way that
Field
was
had the
running
assist,
away
yeah.
from the disc, didn't realise it was coming behind her. And Matthews Hunter coming across the field for that steal to get the point.
Disc is in.
Della with the pulling duties on this one.
Weimer now. And the fake
Palisade asks
downfield.
for it on this near sideline, receives it. A lot of space. I'd like to see a lot more give goes with that when you're unguarded, when no one's on you. Now it gives go from that middle position. And
Injury goal,
injury,
unfortunately.
cramp, I think, straight away. I think this happened out of the blue, out of nowhere. And Ortega is the replacement.
So Dinkelberg on the near side here. Couple of options, but nice and short. Harsey with a nice swing deep. Just doesn't fall in time. It's good pressure there. And Aiden Howard looks to start out from deep. Ortega now. 1-2 with Benet. Now Della. Reset to Medj. Almost at the brick mark here. Back to Benet. 1-2 with Medic. Fake downfield. He's got an option. James Fox running deep. Going up against Dinkelberg. Well defended.
Ellipsis get the better of that play.
Dinkelberg tracked the disc very, very well. Only had one look back at his direct opponent to make sure he wasn't too deep. That's great D. And let's just switch it back into the centre start. Wyman to Horsey. Fakes it deep. And back to the D-man, Dinkelberg. Hanrahan now. Trying to find a way through.
So a lot of swinging between Holsey and Dinkelberg.
Essentially a 3-3-1 zone that the Sunflowers have put in.
Oh, there's a deep poach now, if they
Yeah.
can see that.
Option was there, just couldn't find it. Okay, Dinkelberg is
Now
split
they've got
through.
a split.
Yep. Hanrahan. Thompson. Far sideline. Brings it back to Hanrahan, just centering it. Gained a lot of ground now, so you can just cool it off a bit. And Horsey now. Great throw in the Hanrahan. Has Thompson deep, can't find her. It's a reset back to Horsey. Not a lot of movement on the offense. Like to see more. But so far it's just a one isolation play and dump-offs. So well retained there by Ghost. Weimer. Inside the Dinkelberg. Back to Ghost. Back outside to Weimer. Opportunities there. Weimer looking for a 1-2, can't find him. Reset back. That's a big swing out to Horsey. Weimer's there available. So's a deep inside option. Finds it. Good bid. And Hanrahan with the end and the score.
Yeah, Howard had to go for that D. Unfortunately, he didn't get it. It was an all or nothing bid. With the nothing, the score results. So Ellipsis with a lot of patience there. Bring it back to 8-9.
Horsey is just such a dangerous operator when he's got the disc in his hands. He's got a great throw on him. And realistically, came a 3-on-1 option that Howard had to try and snuff out. And it was an easy put into Hanrahan by Sue.
Timeout.
Yeah, looks like a Ellipsis call, I think.
Yeah.
So we get a look inside there. So
I'll just talk a little bit about the offensive shapes. I think what we're seeing really nicely is like when we move the disc, we've often got an advantage of having one or two people in that space. The aim really is to like split that one wing player if we can. So we've got one person who's attacking the middle, one person who's attacking the wing. We potentially come in on angles to attack those spaces. That looks really nice when somebody really hard attacks the wing, we fake it and then we find the middle pass, or alternatively we fake the middle pass, they have to cover it, and then we find a nice round. Either way is great with two people attacking one. It's okay, you're learning.
thank you, Coach Max Howden there.
Lip on 3, 1, 2, 3, lip! Love that lip!
It's a great insights brought to you there by ULTI.TV in the huddle.
Just heard the shout there. Remind you, it's definitely not the end of the half. We had that earlier.
Just 1 point still in it. Ellipsis down by 1.
Sunflowers taking a slight dig there. So Ellipsis is at the line ready to go.
The wind is gusting here somewhat, coming to the near sideline. And that is going to just land out.
As close as you like it. He's going to be brought in by Matthews Hunter from the break mark. Guarded by Heron.
DeBell unable to get free. Good marking there. Now DeBell has it. He's calling for something. Burner inside, doesn't make it to the intended receiver of field.
I think it was the Wilson pressure there that caused that turn.
And Wilson picks it up. Gets it back to Batista. Batista looking out wide.
Martin with another good grab. That's a couple she's out of the back of the end zone. Ellipsis 9, Sunflowers 9. That was a great job on defense by Ellipsis, forcing the turn early on. Pressuring both the handle marks.
I think Ellipsis might have called that timeout.
Yes, another timeout called on the field.
I'm not too sure. Either way, we do get a bit of a break in play.
Good news for those at home, Kate Boylan is up and moving around, who was injured earlier on. Just get a good look at all support staff here at the championships.
So Nelson Bay definitely brought the weather, good weather, which is good to see. Sun is out and shining at the moment. We've got a bit of a breeze, which isn't two-way. It does gust sometimes.
We also had a bit of a warning shout last night. We had a big downfall all across the east coast of New South Wales. We had thunderstorms up. I was in Coffs Harbour in the north, and about free light show from about 11 o'clock at night to 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. And I definitely heard the rain come down where I was, helped me get to sleep. As we come back to the action.
So Grimoire, again, who's been very, very solid with the pulls. Once the offsides have been taken care of, Ellipsis have been pretty damn good.
Yes.
Especially with their chase. Offside call again.
Called it, saw it. That was good for them to see.
System throw up the sign immediately. However, Brickmark did not favour Sunflower's last point. As Della and Duncan start us off, and this just falls lightly to the ground. Can't find Co. Grimoire start us back off. Goes back inside to Ghost. And Weimer completes the swing.
Palisade looks across field, puts a bit of edge on that one. And Dinkelberg is unable to reel that one in.
A very good throw to try and get away from Duncan, who was closing fast, but just couldn't complete it.
Low flat hammer. Wants to put it long. Nice flat mark.
Managed inside the Co. Goes to Ortega. Looks inside. Just short.
Field goes down. Tries to get that one at the last moment. Unable to.
One of the things to note is that with the injury to Boylan, the Sunflowers' female match numbers are a lot shorter. So these defensive points potentially taking a lot out as we got a deep shot by Weimer looking for Dinkelberg.
Oh.
Can't call it in. Della starts us off quickly.
Quick early play.
Duncan finds Medic.
Medic looking for something inside.
Oh.
Two people can get
Going
it.
together, but good catch.
In the end, Della comes up with it. Bit of friendly fire there. Duncan holding his ribs.
It's pretty heavy contact. Even heavier when it's a teammate. Just a case of Della saw the disc, thought it was meant for him, didn't notice Duncan undercutting.
So I'm not too sure what that conversation's about.
I think it might be a case of, given that it's Dinkelberg talking, it might be a case of Della pushed off Dinkelberg.
No, I guess. Stall 0.
Okay. Disc back in. Della shoelace throw for Co. Can't hold in.
And
Grimoire trying to get started quickly, can't find Dinkelberg.
returns the favour.
Excellent.
Field.
Well held by Field. We have 2 drops, always nice to see the first successful pass, and this gets caught by the wind. Held up, well watched and taken. So Dinger with a turn, and there was a very quick call of time from Ellipsis as they were looking down for a deep shot. Dignan's running deep downfield again.
Oh, but that disc doesn't make the distance, nowhere near the distance.
Della will bring the disc back in, deep inside the Sunflower's half. Good start to Co. And it just gets hold of the gust of wind again. Sits high in the air, well corralled. Field once again. It's sent. Immediately after the call's sent. Della looking for it, taken. Watched it all the way down, positioned beautifully. Sunflowers 10, Ellipsis 9.
Yeah, great read there by Della in the end. The disc was in the air for quite some time.
So that wind's now starting to play a bit of havoc with these discs. They're sitting up, they're not moving the way everyone wants them to. Creating opportunity for plenty of defensive players.
Absolutely.
Look at this tracking, folks at home. Never lets the disc out of sight. That's Aiden Howard with the disc in the centre there. He's had some highlight reel plays so far this game and was proven to be an extremely tight contest. Low, flat pull, hooks in. And it's brought out. Wilson now at the disc. Nice looking cut by Reeves, but chooses to go for a different option.
Yeah, it's a nice read there by the Sunflowers defense.
Just couldn't find Batista. Anticipation there showing. Superb.
Matthews Hunter looking for an inside flick. Doesn't quite get that one. Goes cross to field.
Mitchell Field looking deep. You'll find Howard on this near side. Goes end zone.
Oh, anyone could
Ended
have
up-
got that. Off of about 3 or 4 hands there on the end.
Ended up looking like a 0-on-3 contest, but a dangerous, dangerous defense. I think Sue will look back on that. When you just got those situations, no point in giving the opportunity to the opposition. Ellipsis starting us off again. Got Batista now, near sideline. It's back to the end zone. Finds Wilson. Looking for a way through.
Call down the sideline.
Oh, it's poached. Bonet. This is Field. Gets across. Matthews Hunter, end zone.
Oh, I like that lay.
So good bid, but well taken there. Daisy Medic makes it 9-11. I mean, it was catchable. It was defendable. It's a good bid. Now, if you just get even a finger on that, because you're so close to your opponent, it can change everything.
Absolutely.
So well scored by Daisy Medic. Sunflowers just on a quick break.
Some momentum with the Sunflowers at the moment, but it has been a bit of a back and forth game, so expect Ellipsis to make a small comeback of their own.
It's very rare that we've traded winning points.
Here's
Pull
the
is up.
Pull by Sunflowers.
Thomas Duncan there. Takes a roll. Grimoire corrals it. Starts it off to Holsey. That's Hanrahan looking for options. Looks down the sideline, finds Weimer, back to Holsey. He's got Dinkelberg running. Dinkelberg, it's up for him. Might be too deep, and it is. Ends up being well out the back. He almost ran halfway up the mountain to catch that.
Della takes the disc, walking it back to the front of the end zone as the Sunflowers set up. What are they going to go for? It looks horizontal in nature, and we've got match defense by Ellipsis. Goes to the far sideline, goes for a big pull, but straight into the hands of an Ellipsis defender. We have 33.
Co with a good effort to try and corral it. So Hanrahan now finds Sue. Oh, just too low for Ghost. Again, you can probably hear it through the comms. Wind picks up at just the inopportune time there for Ellipsis.
Big pull, big wind up.
And Rachel Coe, who snagged one of these before. Beautiful catch.
Yes, just towed the back of the end zone for the score.
Good body control, good awareness, and great throw by Thomas Duncan.
Spot on the money.
So we can just see the cut leaving there. And just keeps running hard. Great tack. All it takes is just to cut at the right time and a 1 or 2 meter gain on your opponent. And you can get yourself into a fantastic position. And the throw there, done set up in the wind, comes down at the perfect angle to be taken.
The score's now 9-12 to Sunflowers.
They just had a 3-point run.
Goes the pull by Sunflowers. That's got a bit of hang time, and it might just land just out, but no,
Nope.
just skins
One
in.
bounce, one bounce. And Batista will have to bring it in from the sideline. Finds a very quick option.
Oh.
Oh. Heron thought she secured it. Sorry, Martin thought she secured it. Tried to move it on too quickly. Matthews Hunter. Oh, it's a good bid there. Ortega to Howard. Sets up. Back to Matthews Hunter. Looks inside, wide open. Good score.
Sunflowers on a roll. So I think Sunflowers can see the end in sight. They're looking to close this one out.
I mean, it's a great bit by Wilson. Try and make an effort on the day. Ellipsis just need one of those to come off. Good on Sunflowers. They didn't move it on too quickly. They took their time. They found the open receiver.
It looks like we have another timeout that's being called. This time by, no doubt, by Ellipsis.
Future of Ellipsis there.
So Sunflowers are broken up all over the place at the moment, just with their, I was going to say, they're starting sevens on the field having a chat, but not even that. They've got 6 having a chat. Now a few more join them, while Ellipsis are deep in their huddle, talking, thinking about what their next move is going to be. So Ellipsis aren't done yet. They definitely are here to play and would like to win this one. So it looks like Ortega's going to have the pull for Sunflowers. As you can see by the long shadows, we're getting to that part of the day where a low sun may have a bit more of an impact on the play.
Pulls up. And it's got some float to it. Well taken by Grimoire. Starts us off. Dingleberg with a dangerous throw taken by Hullesey, who goes deep to Sue. A heavy switch across.
That's going to run away.
Idea was there for the quick score.
Just the disc needed to be released a little bit flatter from the hand.
Sunflowers are set up again. And we've already got a deep cut downfield. It's not going to be taken.
That was a bit ambitious.
Benet. And here we go. Oh, it's
That's
too flat.
Too flat and too fast.
Laser coming out from the crowd. That's definitely what it was. Charles Medich. High powered throw, high velocity, stays low to the ground. Not catchable, unfortunately. So Dinkelberg will bring it in from the edge. Escossa Grimoire. Back to Holosea. Oh, nice 1-2 there. Too low. All right, incredibly short field for Sunflowers now. They'll be looking to take advantage of this. They'll set up a stack. And DeBell will have the honour of bringing it in. Finds 27 Mitchell Field. And a nice quick score from the Sunflowers to make it 14-9.
This has been an interesting match, Richard. I think at the beginning, Ellipsis definitely looked as though they were every bit Sunflowers equal. But I think Sunflower, their ranking of 7v12 for Ellipsis is now showing through at the tail end of this game.
It's really ended up being a game of momentum. I think once one side has got going, it's taken a big defensive play or a heavy unforced error to change fortunes. Even early on, we were seeing multiple offences in one play. It's just how the game flow seems to have gone. And now we've got a run that's essentially 5 points to Sunflowers, and they're looking to close it out.
So, thank you for staying with us in this match. If you've kept with us this far, we do have more matches coming through the evening and nighttime. Beach Ultimate, I believe. Stay tuned. Look at the ULTI.TV information on their page.
If you want a bit of Portugal flair, that's coming up.
That's right, it's Portugal flair. And then we're back again tomorrow, starting 9 a.m. from Eastern Australia Standard Time. So tune in, set your clocks to 9 to Eastern Standard Time here in Australia. And we start again a full day's live broadcast for you. And we'll start off with Puggle versus Umami and then have Manly versus Chile. And that should be a good match indeed to see.
It's Weimer with a very nice catch off his bootlaces and a nice switch to Heron. Goes to Martin Short. Weimer again, back inside to Wilson. So there's a split deep, 2 deep players. So that's why they're looking downfield so much. And he's going to work it through Martin and Wilson now. Back inside the Weimer, dangerous throw. But it finds its destination. Batista. It's a heck of a face catch there by Beresford. Corralled. Oh, taken by Wilson. Difficult catch. Weimer. Inside of Martin, who has been a force for scores today. Ellipsis break momentum.
And they reach double figures in the process.
And this game, as momentum-based as it has been, there might be a comeback on the cards here.
Definitely could be a comeback, but they've left it quite late with Sunflowers only needing 1 point to finish the match and get the W on the board.
At this stage, you do need everything to go into hand, including defense. It's all about getting your play right. And that starts, ladies and gentlemen, with not being offside at the pole.
Yeah, they've had a few of those, and the game advisors have come into play. Again, they can indicate offside, but they don't enforce it. It's up to the receiving or the pulling or the receiving team to notice that. And kudos to Sunflowers for seeing that. Not too many teams do see that and are not aware of the offside call. Ellipsis signal there ready.
And we're ready on Sunflowers. In comes the disc. It's going to slice out. And it's good awareness by Merch. He knew he was right on the sideline there. Just watch the disc go out, and we'll bring it back in from the brick mark. Okay, vertical stack. And it's a play to Ortega. hard landing, but she corrals it. Looks for a dump-off option, but it's well defended. Does get back to edge just in time. High stall count there. Oh, great play by Dinkelberg.
He put a lot of defensive pressure on that.
Followed that all the way. Finalised it with a bid. Got it. Turn. And straight away, Jack Wilson deep. It's a great throw from Ghost. Goes to the assist, Wilson with the score, and Dinkelberg with the D. 11-14.
Talking about momentum there before, and you're absolutely spot on there, Richard, that Ellipsis now taking some of that momentum back. The question is, how long can they keep this up? Momentum's such a fickle thing in this game. 2 points here, 3 points there.
That's a great put by Ghost. Essentially giving it a 2 on, maybe 1. A late arriving 1. And well corralled by Wilson. You can see Jordan Horsey out the front there, giving his team some final discussion, some talking points, some tactical choices. And it's going to be brought in by Martin. And it's going to be short but it's going to be high, and it's going to enable the defense to align themselves pretty well. So Duncan starts us off to Howard. Looking for the deep cuts. It gets caught by the wind. It hovers and it's well taken. So Daisy Medic. Oh, that was a difficult throw. That's a clean turn.
Yeah, that went straight into the ground.
So Martin there with the pressure coming in from the side. Wilson to start us off. Throws it to Batista. And that's Chatterton. It's going back and forwards. Deep shot here. Oh!
Doesn't quite get it by Heron.
Heron putting up the apology salute. He was positioned, just didn't read it right.
Looking downfield, nice fake, that's going to go out.
It does come in briefly. I think they're going to call it about the brick mark line to be brought back in. It's pretty close. So Sunflower's trying to finish it off quickly. I might benefit by operating with a bit more time at the moment because it's just not working out for them. Then again, it's the Gus. They seem to be benefiting whoever is behind at the time. It's back and it's strong, ladies and gentlemen. Jack Wilson. Quick 1-2 to start. Chatterton downfield to Martin. Back to Wilson. Couple of quick 1-2s. Wilson further on downfield finds the score. I think that might have been Reeves. We have a 12-14 game.
So Ellipsis are managing to keep that momentum. They have got the last 3 points.
That swing just breaking the zone D. And it's a great put in the end. But it's that switch that can just change up the angles and change up everything. Martin and Wilson, great play through the hands. And Wilson finds Reeves deep for the score.
So with every point that Ellipsis gets, Sunflower gets further and deeper into their heads, thinking that there's a possibility that they can lose it from here.
A score of 14 can sometimes be the toughest score. It's just like being on 99 in cricket, or being behind by a field goal.
Absolutely.
Grimoire, as Max Howden was on the sideline there, giving some instructions. Grimoire puts it up. It floats down. Medic with the start to Ortega. Back to a match defense. That's a deep shot. Medic is down there, but just wasn't cutting. He almost paused looking at the disc there. Probably thought it was going to cut the other way rather than go over his head and straight back behind him.
Grimoire goes to pick up the disc.
Quick shot of the sidelines here.
There is no call on that, so clean D by the mark. Sunflowers, this is their opportunity right here, knocking on the door.
You just need, this is where glorious.
And that was it. Ortega gets the catch, finishes it off. Sunflowers get the W on the board. Score 12-15.
And it's those final seconds of composure, that final finish that you just need to get, and they did it perfectly.
They did it very well. So Sunflowers leaving their final point till almost the 12th hour, but getting it nonetheless, getting the W on the board. That brings to a conclusion our broadcast. We'll just finish with some highlights from this game. Don't forget to stay tuned to ULTI.TV as we bring you some more Beach Ultimate later on. So go have dinner, go have breakfast wherever you are in the world.
And then feel free to come back immediately after you have dinner or breakfast tomorrow and watch the next day of the Australian Oval Championships.
Exactly. Maybe you don't have to go to sleep. You can watch Ultimate all throughout the day and night. So thank you from ULTI.TV. My name's Phil Shields.
I've been Richard Harris.
And signing off for today here at Nelson Point in New South Wales from the Australian Mixed Ultimate Championships.
Bye for now.
ULTI.TV